Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the lecture series of transmission. And today, in the last class, we studied about sliding mesh gearbox. Today, let us study about next gearbox, that is constant mesh gearbox. So here, in case of constant mesh gearbox, here already we have drawn the sketch. Okay. The constant mesh, as the name itself implies here, all the gears already in constant mesh. It means already they are in mesh. So here just you observe all the gears A, B, is it clear? C, D, E, F, G, H. All these gears are already in mesh with each other. And here lay shaft, this is called lay shaft. Lay shaft gears are permanently fixed to the shaft. But here main shaft gears, just you observed, main shaft here is also splined one. Is it clear? Completely splined shaft it is having external splines. On the splined shaft, whatever the gears here we have mounted, they are mounted on a bearing. See, bearings are provided here. It means they are freely rotating. Is it clear? When this gear is in mesh with this, when this is rotating freely means the power is not transmitted to the output shaft. Is it clear? Now, in between these gears, just you observe here, what they have provided? Dog clutches. Is it clear? Two dog clutches are provided. Here dog clutch 1, dog clutch 2. The dog clutches means these are the small rotating units having external teeth. By sliding these external teeth will come in contact with the teeth provided on the gears which are mounted on the main shaft, that is on the bearing. So these gears are also having external teeth here, just you see these external teeth, and clutch shaft is also having external teeth. And this dog clutch, when you slide in a particular direction, suppose if I slide in this direction, what happens? This teeth will come in contact with this. When these teeth will come in contact with these means dog clutch will lock with this gear. When dog clutch will lock with this gear, then power will flow from this gear to the dog clutch and dog clutch to the splined shaft. Because the dog clutches are having internal teeth and mesh with external teeth and freely sliding. Now what happens? They are mounted on bearing. Then if I contact this with this, what happens? It will locked, the teeth will be locked and power will flow from this gear to this dog clutch and then it will go to the output. Now let us study here how the different gears are optioned. Suppose if I want to get the first gear. Okay, to get the first gear, you know, we have to select higher torque. Higher torque means the larger gear is to be connected to the output shaft. So to connect the larger gear, what you have to do? This dog clutch is to be slided in this direction. Correct? If I slide this dog clutch in this direction, what happens? This gear will be locked to the shaft through this dog clutch. When this is locked to this shaft, what happens? Power will from A to B, B to C, A to B, B to C, because all these gears are permanently in mesh with the shaft. Then C to D, this is locked to the shaft because of engagement of dog clutch. The power will go output. What you get? Higher torque, because this is the largest gear on the main shaft. Correct. Now similarly, let us go to the second gear if you want to get next higher torque. So same dog clutch you slide in the opposite direction here and engaging with F. When it engages with F, A to B, B to E, E to F, the power will go output. Correct? Okay. Next, this is about second gear. Now you want to obtain the third gear. Third gear if you want to obtain, sliding this with in this direction. Correct? Now what happens? The dog clutch of this will engage with gear H. H will be locked to the shaft. Then A to B, B to G, G to H. Power will go to the output. You get the third gear. Suppose if you want to fourth gear, that is 1:1, direct power transmission. That is what we call. At that time what happens? If you slide this dog clutch on this direction, what happens? These teeth will get engaged. when these teeth will get engaged, teeth of the clutch A and this dog clutch, what happens? The shaft will be locked, these two. Then power of whatever available here will directly flow to this. Then what you get? Direct drive 1:1. So this is about constant mesh gearbox. Here gears are not slided, but only dog clutches are slided in order to get the particular torque. But here there is a one problem arises. That is, for example, if you are in higher speed, you want to go for lower speed. That is, you are in high gear, you want to go for lower gears. Okay. Then if you want to go for lower gears, then what happens if as I told you, at that time the dog clutches are rotating with very high speed. Okay. Then the speed of this gear. Suppose I want to select for, already you are in direct drive. Okay, in direct drive what happens? This dog clutch is rotating with very higher speed. Okay, this is rotating with higher speed because these are rotated on the bearing. So these speed of these gears are very less. Correct? Now I want to get what? Suppose lower gear. Okay, so what happens in such condition? The speed of this gear is less, the speed of dog clutch is very high. So there is a mismatch in the speed. So then what happens? The engagement of the gear becomes difficult. Smooth engagement is not possible. So for that purpose, what they do here in constant mesh gearbox, they do double declutching. It is called double declutching. That is, what is that double declutching? Okay, I will explain it. Okay, what they do? Double declutching, it is called. Usually in the examination they will ask what is double declutching. Okay. So double declutching means what happens, as already told you, this speed of the dog clutch is very high and speed of the gears is less. So we have to equalize the speed. Okay, we have to increase the speed of the gears of the main shaft. That is what we do in the double declutching. How we do? Why it is called by the name double declutching? When driver press the clutch first, what he has to do? Press the clutch. It means it will disengage. Then come to the neutral. What happens? Driver will come to the neutral. He pressed the clutch, come to the neutral. Now already it is in the neutral. Then what I have to do? Driver has to remove his foot from the clutch pedal, press the accelerator pedal. What he has to do? Accelerator pedal slightly he has to press. He has to press accelerator pedal slightly. Then what happens? When he press the accelerator pedal slightly, see, all the gears are in the neutral condition. Okay, in the neutral condition. When driver press the accelerator pedal, the clutch gear will increase the RPM of all the main gears because already they are permanently fixed. Okay, now what happens? After pressing this, the RPM of the all main gears will increase. When the RPM of the main gears will increase, then the speed of this and this will become synchronized. It means almost they come to the equal. Then again driver has to press the clutch. Again he has to press the clutch. Already in neutral, press the clutch. Then shift whatever the required gear, lower gear. Now what happened here? As the driver presses clutches 2 times, it is called by the name double declutching. Is it clear? Okay. So the constant mesh gearbox, here gears are not slided, only dog clutches are slided, and for higher torque transmission and for improving the life of the gears, instead of spur gears, here helical gears can be used because they are permanently fixed. Okay, thank you.